Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to more Ring Wars. I'm Brett the Tank Downey, and this is
Crazy H.
And I want to welcome you to the Pop Culture Palace. And today we got a real nice toy haul video from everything we got in the past couple weeks. Want to show you guys. Was late getting some of this stuff in because most of the stuff I've been ordering online, unless he happens to see something when he's at work. But yeah, we're going to check out all the new stuff we got. And we got some good ones this time. Really digging what all we got. Hope everybody's safe and doing good out there. And, in this crazy world we're in right now, man. A lot of goofy stuff going on. But just, wishing you all the best and hoping you all, take good care of yourselves and those you love. Before we go any further, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already and give our video a like. It really helps the channel out and we really appreciate it. And if you like this kind of cool stuff like we do, then this is one of the cool places to be on here. So without further ado, let's see what all we got. Crazy H is going to show you guys and we'll see what you guys think.
Alright, I guess try to divide this up best so it segues well into one another. So I'll just start with what's right here. Show these Wonder Woman women we have.
The Wonder Woman women.
So this is the normal one from the new movie come out. It's the DC Universe line, I believe.
Yeah, McFarlane's doing now.
Yeah, collecting. Likeness is okay.
Yeah, I really love the look, man. Love the outfit.
Interestingly enough, when I got this one, for some reason, yes, I see Gal Gadot in there, but interestingly enough, I also see a bit of Linda Carter. So it's almost cool. Like they kind of tried to blend her together almost and make kind of like the
metamorphosis.
Yeah, which that's pretty neat. Yeah,
yeah, she's pretty awesome.
And then with that, we also got, which is, even if it's a little too much gold, her in her eagle outfit, I suppose, is what it's supposed to be. I guess we'll have to find out. This one looks a little bit more like Gal Gadot than that one, but
I just thought this outfit was really cool. I'm interested to see what this is all about when the movie comes out.
Yeah, she's got a neat little flight stand.
Because I don't know if it's something from the books or not, because I've never read any Wonder Woman or anything, but it's definitely really cool looking. That's for sure.
I utilized the lasso that came with the other one, the out one, to go with this one. Just thought it looked nicer.
Yeah, it matched the gold and everything.
Yeah, because that way you wouldn't have to have two lassos on that one.
And you got her braces on this one, so that's what's cool.
Yeah, so you get to see both, kind of. I mean, I've heard
take her close in.
I've heard people say, it's a little hard, but I've heard them say that they might think that the gold look is a little bit too much. I mean, honestly, I kind of wish they would have maybe added some more silver in with it. Because the only silver I see on it is her bracers. But it's very neat, especially from an angle like that. Very kind of heroic.
Yeah, I dig that figure. It's really neat looking.
Now we can get into.
There she goes. Catastrophe.
Yeah, I'll show the G.I. Joe stuff next. So, first one, which very actually impressed by this.
Oh yeah.
This Snake Eyes.
I think we showed him in box last time, but maybe
because
I'm not sure.
He's a character dressed in all black, and it's hard to make something like that have so much detail and a lot of depth to it. But they really nailed it with this.
I'm really digging these G.I. Joe guys. I wasn't going to start another line of figures because I've already got so many rabbit holes in down already. But I really dig them. I had the big 12-inch Joes growing up. Well, now I'm showing my age, but so when I seen the rest of these guys, I was like, man, I got to have them. So we did some rearranging in the house, and we got a place for them. So I have, 5 of them now, and I got one, got 2 ordered, and I got a couple more I got to find yet. I
was going to ask you
the Target
that.
stuff is eluding me because we have no Target near us. So
are you going to consider getting, I saw this today on, I think it was one of the groups, but are you going to be getting the Viper with the bike? Or is that her name? The
Baroness?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd like to get her. Okay. She's one of the ones I want really bad.
I was wondering about that because I saw it posted today, and I was like, I wonder if you knew about that. I figured they'd make her. you know.
But the Snake Eyes is awesome. I didn't get the deluxe one because I missed out when it first came out. I had a thing where I ordered it and then I pre-ordered it, and then the pre-order I had to cancel, and it was a big mix-up because of money. And you guys know how it is. Well, I never did get the 00 one, but I'm happy just to have this one. But the deluxe one, I've seen it's going for like $200 now, and I'm not paying those scalper prices for it.
Yeah, so this next one, it's almost like the polar opposite of him.
This next one is the most beautiful figure I've seen in a long time. I really like her.
Figure beautiful. It's just a strange.
I don't know, but I'm telling
Scarlet.
you,
Is that her name?
this may be my figure of the year right here. I just think she's fantastic.
I just love the costume and like.
Can you get up on her face anymore? Because it just don't do it justice how awesome the face is on this one.
It kind of reminds you of like modern video game graphics almost.
I mean, yeah, it's like something we would see in Mystery Lay play or something.
Yeah.
But just I seen this, I was like, oh my god, that face is just incredible. So this may be my favorite figure I've gotten this year.
The costume, because I just love the bright colors and the orange hair. But it's just a great idea.
She's just incredible. I'm so glad I decided to get the rest of these. And once I got her, I was like hook, line, and sinker. I mean, I thought Snake Eyes was incredible.
Yeah.
But just so beautiful.
And then I'll just go ahead and show the ones that we still have in box here. So this one might be my favorite of the villains.
Oh yeah, he's awesome. I'm debating on where to get the Pimp Daddy one that they've come out with, where he's in the gold and all that.
I think you should get the two that I was looking at today. You should get
a reflection. Look over this way.
You should get what's his name? The Storm Shadow. The
hood
one.
I want both of them.
I have
two of them. But
it's him and the Red Ninja one, right?
Right.
I have a little Storm Shadow down in that look downstairs somewhere. He was one of the main characters in my thing I would always pretend with as a kid. Because, like, I have just, like, this random bin of action figures that I would just always make stories of. It was a real weird amalgamation of... It was like an old school G.I. Joe with a samurai sword that rides a moose. And he works with the three trio Avengers and Kit Fisto and the Storm Shadow guy. And Lucy from Narnia was his little sister. I remember all this because it just I did it. So
I know you told me about before. It's pretty smooth. I used to do the same thing when I was a kid though. I went on last week about. I love that artwork. I would love to have a poster of that. If anybody knows where you can get that, leave me a link or something, or tell me in the comments. Because I would love to have a poster of that. That's incredible.
The thing about like this,
I remember I used to have a 12-inch figure of him.
Of him?
But I have no idea whatever happened to it.
Cool.
I had it. Well, back when I was a kid.
I just realized that the boxes have, well, at least that one has his face on the side of it.
That's really cool.
They should have continued that with these other ones. I mean, it's different types of artwork, so like that one's not bad.
I don't know if they all go together or not.
I don't think they do.
But like that would be the thing idea. There where he has the Cobra, or it's really cool. It's just I just can't get over how good these guys are.
Now this one here, I'm shocked that you got him because he's the most like, even if he's the main character, he is like the most generic white dude like soldier guy ever. Like compared to all these other ones, he's kind of garbage if you ask me.
But he still looks good for what he is.
Yeah, he does. But he's just like, it reminds me of like Disposable Soldier #1 and like the newest something or other.
Old Duke.
Yeah.
Just.
Also, in case you haven't looked, the art on the back is sick.
I just said that.
No, you did? Well, I was admiring the other stuff. I was probably looking at the art as you said it.
It might have been.
And then they're doing this chap here, right, with the stash, aren't they?
I'm pretty sure they're doing everybody. It's on the back, unless I'm mistaken. So, which I could do.
It almost looks like a pitch for like the crew that was in Predator, but just a better one almost. That's what it looks a little bit like. But yeah, like. So, like, I can't remember because I was a little too young when the movies came out. But, like, did they use all these same characters?
A lot of them, yeah. We'll have to. We need to watch them since you can't remember.
I do remember, like, when hearing that cast Ray Park as Snake Eyes, it was like the coolest thing ever. Because of course he is Darth Maul and stuff. So I was like, that's awesome. And then this is one I'm actually shocked that you didn't get from the get go because I thought that he looked kind of cool. this what's it say,
Well, like I
Roadblock.
said, I didn't know if I wanted to go down another.
True, but at least it's not like that many figures. You
No.
could put like a section of them
Oh,
on a
I could
shelf.
realistically get all these, but unless they,
Yeah.
they start doing the same thing like they did
Say-
with the deluxe Snake Eyes and put them for $200.
I wouldn't get like the variants unless you absolutely loved the costume, or get the
Right.
variant instead of
Right.
the other one. That's what I would have done. But you got Cobra Commander on the way.
Mhm.
Okay, that's what I
Got
thought you
him
said.
still coming, and who's the other? You know me names, but I got him and another one coming.
Because his gun it's colossal, but very good.
Yeah, that gun's awesome, man. Yeah, they always give them big dudes the big guns to go with them. So, Mr. Roadblock.
That ought to be a nice thing somebody
He
ought
looks
to
real
do.
cool on the side of it too. There, he's all looking smooth in the shades and all.
He ought to. They ought to do like a series where they get a real big muscly guy, but he uses like a really tiny
real
weapon,
tiny guy.
like either like a little pistol,
Or his name's Tiny or something.
or like either a little pistol or like a knife. Just have it be like the most small. It'd be funny. So then we'll segue into this with the Black Series guys. We got a couple of them.
Keep it in the 6-inch line.
Yeah. So first we got this. Really impressed with it. The Attack of the Clones Anakin with his Jedi braid.
And I got the Obi-Wan on the way.
That's good.
I think he's supposed to be here Friday, actually.
I was just
Probably showing the
before
next
we
video.
started this, I was comparing this one to the Revenge of the Sith one we have that was part of the classic
And
release.
he looks like he's gotten some sun.
No, the other one looks like he hasn't had any sun at all.
That's what I'm
rather.
saying. He looks like he's gotten the sun. The other one don't look like he has any.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't think it's his like love of sun. It's the other one's
I
lack.
think the braid's so cool, though.
Uh-huh. I still love, like, one of my favorite things when a movie like this comes out, at least for most of the stuff, when they release, like, the promo pics of all the actors in the costumes for the first time, like, and they have, like, the gray background and
Yeah,
stuff. I
yeah,
love those
yeah.
pictures, like, and that's, like, some of my favorite ones are from, like, Attack of
When
the
they had like
Clones
him and you and together, yeah.
and Natalie, you know, and all of them. And Samuel Jackson was part of them, too, I'm pretty sure. Cool, you know. Like, I think I tried to do this pose I have him in off of one of those.
It's funny you say Samuel because I was watching the new Osborne show where Jack Osborne is showing Ozzy and Sharon all the ghost videos and all. Well, right before it was the end of Infinity War, and it was Samuel doing his mother, and
Yeah, and then going to thing.
and I was just thinking, man, I bet if he had $100 for every time he said that, he'd be rich.
His best one was probably in like Pulp Fiction or something.
Well, yeah, he had a load of them in there. So what we got next?
This Dooku, which we already showed,
we showed the box because Hunter couldn't wait to open him up.
because he's, in my opinion, one of the best villains.
Yeah.
He doesn't get enough credit or talked about enough. You know?
Yeah, it definitely looks like him too, man.
Yeah, for that size.
God rest his soul. Such an incredible actor.
I love just there's so much.
How many movies didn't you have a number? Didn't you know how many movies he made at one time?
It was
when you were
right
researching him. It was like a crazy amount.
At the time of Lord of the Rings, because that was the book I was reading, I want to say the number was like 187.
God,
but he had
that's
done even
insane,
more.
man.
But he's done even more. He did even more since then.
Right.
So, but I just like, I love like the simplicity of his look, but like it's this simple tunic thing. But then he has the awesome
He looks
cape,
so distinguished.
and I love his lightsaber is my favorite lightsaber in all of Star Wars because I just think the curved hilt design is so cool.
Who's you guys' favorite Sith or Jedi? Put it in the comments. We want to know.
And they're all probably gonna
Inquiring minds want to know.
They're all probably going to say
Maul.
yeah, Darth Maul or freaking Vader or something.
Of course, I like Darth Maul.
Yeah, not that they're bad. it's
Speaking of
just-
Vader, I was watching the end of Rogue One the other night, and that scene of him at the end where he just
it's just the ultimate fan service moment.
where he just totally annihilates all them people was just incredible, man.
And it's really interesting now, like, I'll admit, with some of the stuff, you know, that Disney did put aside, the way that they've added certain things in the movies that they've made, some of it's added really interesting layers to the old movies. Like to think that butchery and that like tension of that battle all happened right before Episode 4. So almost like if you were to take out Rogue One and then put in Episode 4, that would almost carry right through into it. Like it would be
Rogue
such
One is right up there in my top Star Wars movies.
In my
man.
opinion, Gareth Edwards, who directed it, captured the feel of the original trilogy and what made it so great the best. Even if the characters
it
weren't
was
all
just
that,
really
like,
cool how they made it fit in. Made it fit in
But,
right
like-
into the other
like
to New Hope.
the way that like he made it feel like a Star Wars movie. Like I could buy that the movie he made was a part of that world. Like, granted, I know that the sequel trilogy took place 30 years later, but there was lots of times when I was watching it, I was just like, this doesn't feel like Star Wars to me. I was like, this just feels like a space, like someone's like abstract project.
Right.
Solo kind of teetered in between those two, in my opinion. Like, there were times when I felt like I was watching Star Wars, and then times when I thought I was just watching like a Netflix sci-fi.
There's rumors that they're doing the second part for Disney Plus of Solo. So I really hope they do. I hate unfinished stuff, which is like I keep going on about the Justice League all the time. I hope with this stuff going with HBO and Affleck and all that they somehow finish what they started at least. What we got next?
Well, I can transition this well. I just realized.
Yeah, we're segueing into Star Wars.
We're not just Star Wars, but Rogue One, because one of our
Oh yeah,
vintage figures.
we do got a Rogue One figure.
It's vintage collection K2SO. And like I said, I was just talking about, like, that was probably Rogue One's biggest weakness, was that the characters weren't the most fleshed out or well, I don't want to say interesting because
it's just like they had an hour and a half to introduce them, and
and they immediately in the plot
to make you feel something about them and everything. They didn't have.
I mean, they had their moments, but like
a couple movies,
like Cassian, like there's that line when he's talking to her. I just remember this, and he says something like, well, you don't understand. I've been in this fight since I was 6 years old, and the fact that he's getting his own series now, like I'm hoping that they're gonna take that and really delve into it. And, whoever
that'd be
gets
really
into
cool.
it, because I mean seems like a really interesting story to tell about a kid who's caught in the middle of a war and has to literally grow up fighting.
Grew up in it.
Like that sounds like something I would be interested to see.
It's like Carl growing up in the Walking Dead universe. There's Tori for her appearance.
She always comes
every video.
Through.
1 of 7. If you're the first time tuning in,
I do love.
And if you are, welcome here. We're glad you're here.
The moment in the movie. Remember whenever Jin shoots the one, but like, and then he walks up like a second later, and he's like, "Did you know that wasn't me?" And then she's like, "No," or whatever. So she shot him anyway.
I'm one with the Force. I've seen that his death and both their deaths the other night, and that was where I turned it on. I forget what was coming on afterwards, but
he was probably maybe the second best of the characters, or third. In my opinion, the first best was Chirrut. Even though there wasn't much to him, Chirrut was just cool, like, and interesting, like.
And he's such a great actor too.
Honestly, you could almost argue that people might have better like to see a movie about Chirrut and Baze than they would Rogue One.
Hey, you never know what might happen.
Crazy.
If we never get this stupid disease going where everybody ain't freaking out and afraid to make stuff again.
And then the other good character was Krennic, freaking the villain. I loved him in the movie too. And I like that little in-canon explanation that in the scene in Episode 4 when Vader and Tarkin are at the table and one of the chairs doesn't have anyone in it, it's because he was supposed to be the guy sitting in that chair. But he wasn't there, so...
Have you noticed they had any more of these in Walmart?
No, I haven't seen any others.
But the box art, man, it's just like you cannot unpack
these
these.
Empire
They're just
ones, I don't really have interest in the Power Droid, but the Empire ones could definitely be Jedi with the Lando, because that's his general
I've
look.
definitely been thinking about them. I'll have to keep an eye on. Maybe if we go on a road trip tomorrow, which we're talking about, we can, see what's up.
We got a couple other vintage collection guys here. I love the card on this one especially. This is Luke in his Stormtrooper getup.
Yeah, he was awesome. Shout out to my man John Crofus for letting me know about these. He actually got me 2 of them when I was going to get him off of him, and then
we ended up finding our own.
We couldn't find them. We found our own, but he kept his receipt and all that. So my man John Crofus hooked me up.
To show it better.
Who actually showed me a video of his place, and he has an incredible room. He has those one of those cars people race around. What are they called? But anyway, them cars are about yay big. He has a bunch of them, and then he has a bunch of. He has like 20 fish tanks in this room. It's incredible.
Huh.
We'll have to go see it sometime.
Interesting.
But shout out to John.
And then him in this set look, I mean, in a movie already with a ton of memorable one-liners, him when he's in this look and Hans just does it, arguably has the most one-liners in the entire movie.
That's just that all the dialogue in that, it was just incredible in New York.
I don't know if I've ever seen a movie movies rather, where the actors click so well as I did the original Star Wars trilogy.
Yeah, they definitely. You could definitely tell they were.
Like, they felt like real people.
They were having some fun, and I've seen some of the behind
I'd
the scenes
argue
stuff. They looked like they were having fun.
I'd argue that even the Avengers didn't have as good chemistry as they did, you know?
Yeah, and they had great chemistry.
I know.
So that's
like,
what's that saying?
No, that's crazy. And the last one we have here, I have two of them sitting here because I'm giving another one to a friend of mine. But this
I thought you were keeping one for you.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I was planning to give it to someone because I don't really collect that line. Plus, I have the 6-inch Commander Wolf over at Mom's. But this is the vintage Commander Wolf, who was Plo Koon's kind of clone captain during the Clone Wars, for those who don't know.
Yeah, I really dig him. He's great looking. They're just doing these vintage collection guys so good.
I know, because
3 3/4.
I mean, packing is what it looked like when you were younger. But I mean, I could only imagine if when you were a kid, if you had.
Oh yeah,
they
were the guys that were just like this,
Yeah.
and they had the, you know what I mean.
They didn't look
couldn't
anything
do
like
anything,
them, and they were just, like, didn't look real in the slightest, you know.
Right.
But of course, back then that was when imagination was a little bit more kind of
Imagination.
yeah, revered, whatever.
The dual wolves.
Yeah, so I'll just put them over here. Going to the next Star Wars stuff. These two things are kind of weird one-offs from Solo that we got at Ollie's. This is, I'll show this first.
I think she
12-inch
for one of the 12-inch
nest.
what we all call them, the coffin guys.
Yeah,
I think she looks incredible, man. And they do
this nest.
the characters that are like aliens or in
Yeah,
armor
like,
and whatever. They do them
masks.
better than like regular people.
Yeah.
But I just thought for like, you know, and what did you pay for her?
I want to say it was like $5 or $7.
Yeah, it wasn't that much
cheap.
at all, and I was like, man, she's a
had a
good
bunch
looking
of it.
figure for what she is. And so I was really tickled with her, man. I thought she was really good.
I love the look. This was one of my favorite costumes in Solo. This is what I mean. Like, this is one of the ones. This feels like I could have seen it in episodes 4, 5, or 6 somewhere. Like.
Right.
Or like in between, but that scene when they're on the yacht, that all felt really weird to me, like not like Star Wars in the slightest. But I mean, she's got the cool like arm shields here, kind of like what Cap wore in Infinity War, and then the big Electra staff. I thought that scene on the train where she goes charging at Woody Harrelson was really good.
I mean, but for like, you know, a few bucks, man, you just can't pass that up. You know, I just think she looks great. It's really hard to even tell she's one of them coffin guys if you want to know the truth about it. You know? Imagine
if they do a 6 scale. I mean, I don't know how down the line. That'd be sick.
Be incredible. We got a black series of her, right?
No, we don't, because remember she only
we had her in the little one. They don't have black series yet, do they?
No, they do with the speeder.
Right, that's right, with the speeder.
We never got her with the speeder. That's why.
Well, don't we have a little one over there?
Yeah, we have the little one upstairs.
Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah.
I knew we had one over, but
I can remember. I went to see the Solo with Zach and Tyler, remember, first. And the scene when she took off the mask, we all kind of looked at each other. And it wasn't because it was a girl, because we were like, that's, you know, cool, kind of expected. But we were like, she looks like she's like 12. Like, that was the kind of shocker. I was like, I didn't expect her to be that young. That's cool.
What's her backstory? Was she like trained to be a warrior or something?
No, remember it was like her parents were part of something or something, and I can't remember. I'm just thinking because my legs are killing me.
Her parents was part. Yeah, he just got off work, and I drug him to do a toy video with because I knew we hadn't done one in a while.
Yeah, and this goes Solo. Val, very underrated character, I'd say, in the movie. She, for the little bit she was in it, I actually kind of thought she was cool.
Yeah, when she was one of the ones we didn't have.
She's actually one they had at Ollie's in Black Series that I should have got that day, and I could have added it to my shelf at Mom's, because I also
you don't have her.
I have Tobias and Rio, but I need her to complete the trio set of them.
But yeah, we didn't have her, so we
Hard to
got her
see.
to
And
add.
also cool look. She's got like the ascot scarf with
Yeah,
the
the
red and black
detail
jumpsuit.
they've done on Pops that's come along has just been great. Yeah.
You remember when she died and Woody Harrelson freaking just punched
Oh,
him in the
yeah.
face and like,
He was,
and then a minute later he was okay.
He was all kinds of tight.
Yeah.
Let's dive into some Marvel.
Let's say now we're gonna get to the next pop. So I'm trying to do this. Stan Lee, and in my opinion, what is his best cameo in the history of the movies. I don't know how well you can see it, but it's him in his Ragnarok look from when he had
his barber outfit
when
or
he
whatever.
got to cut Thor's hair. Which, like, they did a 6 scale of that recently, and I always said, I was like, I don't know if I'm a big enough Marvel fan to want a Stan Lee Marvel, like a cameo one. But then seeing that, I was like, that's tempting, because...
I'd get one, but like I said, I'm not able to get those all the time. The 6 scales. Yeah, I'm just hoping to complete that one Star Wars line of stars. But yeah, I seen him. I said I have to get him because I only have that one that was like a knockoff, don't I?
Yeah, like...
Yeah, and...
well, actually, there was two.
two.
Yeah, there's two, because if we look back here, that's the knockoff one where he's wearing the Infinity Gauntlet, but then there's one back here. Oh, because it's the Guardians of the Galaxy 2 one where he's in the spacesuit.
Oh, the spacesuit, that's right, I do got that one. I want the Pimp Daddy one, the one where he's dressed up like you have to. Yeah.
I didn't even know they made that.
Yeah, I'd like to get it. And but that would be cool.
Yeah, so that's a nice one. And the last thing we got here is this retro packaging and look.
From my Spotty Villains.
Yeah, from the 90s.
Yeah, the packaging looks so cool.
I want to know
Just
how...
takes you back, man.
Like, don't get me wrong. I know this costume is kind of silly. I mean, for a comic book, it's okay. But how did they go from this to whatever the heck Jamie Foxx was?
I don't know. It should have been like something in between.
That was just messed up.
It was.
Like, I don't know how they would have done it, but I think it would have been interesting to see. What's that?
One of the kitties.
But yeah.
He's real cool. He's probably the only one I'm getting out line because I already got a good Green Goblin. And
the Spidey, did you consider him? Because, I mean...
maybe. You know, if there wasn't anything else around and I had some loose change in my pocket.
Yeah, it's just interesting. Very interesting. I wonder if there's any...
So who am I missing Spotty Villain-wise?
Well, let me think about who they've made. You gotta...
I need a Craven.
And did they do Carnage, or is he one of the ones that's coming?
They've done him, but I'm sure they'll do another one when the movie's all come out. But I need Craven and Carnage. I'm pretty sure. There's just
Lizard. We don't got a Lizard.
You sure we don't?
I'm pretty sure. Sandman, because the original Sandman was a Build-A-Figure.
Right.
That's why we don't got him. And then there was they did Shocker. Him. I don't think they've done a Chameleon yet. Goblin. I think. I might be all of them.
Yeah.
Oh, and Rhino.
Of the main.
The proper
ones.
Rhino.
So like 5 or 6, I still need.
Yeah.
So as they come out, which they will, they put everything out of it, again and again.
There's another,
it'll be probably better than it was, but
debate to
I
happen.
really like him. He's really cool.
Another debate to happen in the comments would be, who do you think has the better villains between Spider-Man and Batman? Because I think they're the two contenders to have the best villains.
Yeah, I agree.
The entire...
I don't know, man.
I might say Batman, but it's close.
What do you guys think? Batman villains or Spider-Man villains?
Well, because like Batman villains, I read this interesting theory one time that said that Batman villains might actually just represent different part of Bruce Wayne's psyche from the trauma of losing his parents,
right?
Or the really batshit one is that the Batman and all that isn't actually happening. That's all in Bruce's head, and the villains are all the doctors and people who come into, like, the Joker's a psychiatrist.
That would be interesting if somebody did a story on that sometime.
You know what would be the way to do it? Would be,
of course, they might have, I don't know.
The way to do it, if they were to do that story, I think they ought to do it in the style of Sucker Punch, where you know how in the movie you're going in Dolly's head, like, or Baby Doll's head, like you're half in the real world, half in the fake world, you know? Like, actually, there's like 2 fake worlds in that, because there's her in the asylum, then there's her thinking that she's part of what is it, a brothel, and then there's her in the brothel, like, that does the real big high fantasy fight scene shit.
Yeah,
That
it's
movie
crazy.
wasn't the best maybe, but it had some interesting ideas. I'll definitely say that about it.
Yeah. I'm trying to think if there was any news I want to tell you about. I just know some stuff I watched. We finished up the season 2 of the Umbrella Academy. We thought it was outstanding. Takes place during the 60s. If you guys haven't seen it, check
Yeah, I'm
it
down
out.
for anything during the 60s.
It's definitely awesome. And then we just got done the Snowpiercer new TV show, which I really enjoyed. And I'm looking forward to season 2 because my man Sean Bean's in it. So, yeah, spoiler alert, I guess, but a little late. But yeah, so it's going to be really cool. We just got finished both of those. You watched anything lately? He's been in on a massive Doctor Who kick.
Yeah, because
Because
I've
there's
never
nothing really else
realized.
out.
Yeah, but I've also
Any movies?
Can you admit though that getting into both the modern and classic series got you into
Yeah,
lots of stuff
it's been fun.
There's-
Because I never watched it. I always thought it was kind of campy in that, and then seeing how it is and the sense of humor.
if
in
you
that,
actually sit
I
down and
really
watch the story,
like to watch them. I'll watch with you.
they play with some really interesting ideas and the and I also just this sounds kind of dumb, but I rewatched season 4 of Game of Thrones the other day because
Oh, did you? You're bored and just
yeah, but
threw it
because
in?
it's my favorite season. If you ask me, season 4 is the one where it's at its peak and something interesting is going on
All the time,
in
yeah.
every storyline. 3 is a lot like that too, especially I'd say that Daenerys' story in 3 is more interesting than in 4, but
I've seen some videos made lately, and I haven't watched them where they're talking about remaking the last season and all this crap.
God.
And I was like,
Good luck with that.
yeah,
It
I
might
don't
suck
think
people, but we all gotta live with it.
I don't think that's ever going to happen.
Yeah,
But
I'm just looking forward to the books, so if I ever read them, then I'll know what George Martin's saying the matter is, and
the only other rumors I've heard is that about the Black Widow movie maybe going to what's that one?
The Disney Plus,
yeah, Disney Plus.
with Mulan and stuff.
So we'll see.
And of
It'd be
course-
nice to see something new like that.
Myself and Casey, I mean, I know you're not too much into the animated stuff, but we all just started watching Avatar: The Last Airbender too, which might be one of the best cartoons that I've ever watched. And I just want to say that never take another form of art or telling a story for granted.
Yeah.
Because I feel like the common thing to say is, "Oh, a cartoon's for kids," but that's not true. A cartoon can be used as a better medium by which to tell a broader story with a bigger world, a bigger and if anything, it opens up more possibilities. You know what I mean?
Right. Right. Yeah.
Which is why I don't think you should judge take that by its cover. Don't underestimate it because you can do really. I mean, look what the Clone Wars did for Star Wars.
Right.
There's just some. That's just something to bear in mind whenever you hear someone talking about a good cartoon. Especially someone older.
I also finished Stargirl, and I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed. That's one of the first DC shows that I've watched the whole series, the whole first series, and I really enjoyed it. It was really good. And then I'm looking forward to the Resident Evil show Netflix is doing because I'm a big Resident Evil freak. I even got Umbrella on my arm, if you guys can see it. This is property of Umbrella, but because I love the games. But then I'm looking forward to The Boys. Going to be coming out, so season 2 of it.
Yep. The only thing I was just thinking about is Casey. I need to watch Castlevania.
Oh yeah, that's right. You guys are
Again,
never
another
watched
perfect example of a cartoon used to tell an insanely good story. You know what I mean?
It seems like I watched a Netflix movie that was a big deal, but I forget what it was recently. I don't know. It probably won't come to me. But that's about all I can think of goings on.
Yeah.
So you guys, at our little chit chat, and hope let us know what you guys are looking forward to or what you've been watching, all that in the comments. That'd be great. And don't forget to check out my last video where I'm doing the $100 giveaway to get once I get 1,000 subscribers. So check it out if you haven't already. And yeah, join us again when we're back here at the Pop Culture Palace, showing you all the cool things we got, and hopefully we'll do a toy hunt or something eventually whenever we can, because I gotta watch myself when I go out. But yeah, you guys stay safe. Thanks for watching. Really appreciate you guys checking us out. And like I said, subscribe and give us a like. And if you know somebody who might dig us, share a video. Really appreciate it. Corey coming through to say goodbye. And as always, I'll leave you with this. Try to do one act of kindness this week and help make a difference in someone's life. You know, that's what the world's about. Us all helping each other. There's Oli. He's saying hello too. Tori and Oli. Camera might go down. They got a little scrap there, guys. But anyway, yeah. You know, be kind to each other, love each other. That's what it's about. Too much hate in the world right now. For sure. So, for Friend Tank Downey and
Crazy
H, we'll see you next time on Mortal Ring Wars. Y'all take care. We love you. Thank you.